now joined by the Pirates head coach. Coach, if you can just please give us a brief summary of the match from your perspective.
Good evening. I'll say quite good 30 minutes in the first half. Quick on the game and controlling the rhythm of the match with several opportunities, clear opportunities inside this period. Even after the cooling break, I think we keep playing the game in the areas where we wanted, not really fortunate in the last mirrors, a little bit precipitate in the last decisions. I think it was in a space of 12 minutes in the first half that the opponent suddenly was leading the game 3-0 in two situations, especially the first two goals that are something honestly unacceptable. It just cannot happen, but it happens. 2-0 up, and the penalty just before the halftime. 3-0, a really difficult scenario for us in the second period. We managed to came back in the second half with the intention to get close as soon as possible to score the first one. I think we create quite a lot. We hit the post 3 times in the second half, if I'm not wrong, with 3-0. And we managed to score that first goal, but it was obviously too late at 86 minutes. One more goal, 3-2. We were close. We were really, really close to equalize, but it was impossible. Football is a scoring game. We can speak about the 30 attempts to the goal, 30 shots, and the 3 shots of the opponent, but they won 3-2. So congratulations to Magesi. They are in the next round, and we are not. That's all.
We'll now open for questions from the floor. Are there any questions?
Good evening, Coach. On the result, what disappointed you today? Is it the manner that you considered the 3 goals, or is it conceding 3 goals or losing? Because Pirates don't, normally concede 3 goals at home. So what exactly disappointed you the most this evening with the result, conceding 3 at home, or how you considered and so forth?
I think the answer is in the question already. All of the things that you mentioned, obviously the lost is a difficult scenario for all of us to go to the halftime 3-0 down, and understanding that you have to come out again and play another 45 is a difficult scenario. We did it, I think, in a professional way, but obviously the feeling of getting eliminated and do it here at home is not nice. It goes without saying, I guess. So all of those things together is the reason why today we don't celebrate. We are in the other side of the table today, and we have to accept it quick because we play Tuesday. Super Sport is coming, and we have to get those 3 points by any means.
Coach, during the course of Africa, you hard luck with the results. Since the start of the season, Orlando Pirates have been playing a lot of games of consequence, whether it's MTN8, whether it's CAF preliminary stages, and then you get to another game of consequence in front of your home fans. Do you feel as if it's one game too many in terms of emotionally on the players, draining as well? There's so much on the line. Do you feel as if maybe in this particular game, the journey would have just caught up with them in terms of they've won through the CAF stages, the MTN8, and then this one might have been a little too many on the road?
being in a club like ours and have the responsibility to compete and to win almost in every competition we play is a difficult task, and we get in there. We're trying. I don't think today it's a very difficult game to analyze. Whatever I say here right now, it's gonna sound like an excuse, but it's the schedule is complicated, but it's because we have really good players, and that's why we are in every competition. Not anymore after this defeat, and we have a lot of players in national teams, and it's a consequence, and we are happy about that, but we need to again continue finding the ways to perform in every competition, because we don't face any of the competitions, I don't know how to say, like, well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, if we have to rank the competition, the league is the most important one, but then when we go to these cups, we always go with the intention to offer good performances. Today was not that bad, but again, in 4 or 5 particular moments of the game, we were not at the level, and today that was enough to take us out to the competition. But yeah, I think it's enough.
From Open Radio, Coach. Coach, I'd like to think that the situation of today is very unique. That it's not always that you'll see Pirates going down 3-0 come halftime. Is there possibly a way that you prepare your team for such like situations, so that at least that it's something that you can work on?
No, that is the situation preparing you. Straight, live. You go to the halftime, it's 3-0 down, you are in Orlando, and you know, people still waiting for you. You have to go outside and show that you have the character, the capacity, and the personality to go and fight for the result. And they did it. I mean, it's football. We always discussing about the same. We hit the post 3 times in the second half. If we manage to score 1 or 2 goals early in the game, probably the result is going to be different in the end. But it's not. So we have to take this game and this defeat to keep growing as a team. It's the moment to stay together, to be united. It's a topic, but it's the truth. It's easy to be together when we lift trophies like 2 weeks ago, and now we have to take this defeat and not look at the defeat like a trophy, because it's not. We are not proud of. But if we manage this moment well enough, it's gonna be good for the team in the future. I think we show, and the guys knows what they did in the second half as well. We didn't give a meter to the opponent. We didn't give a second to breathe. We tried to keep the tempo as high as we could, which is not easy usually for multiple reasons, but they did a fantastic job, and we were really close. Small margins again, but again, the fact, and something that we cannot change anymore, is that we are out.
Joseph from Sports. Hard luck on the result, Coach. I'm not sure whether that's a question, but I'm sure it's a bit pleasing for you to know that your players gave you their all and left a piece of skin on the field of play, I mean, until the final whistle in the second half. Can you also tell us about what was your team talk based on halftime?
No, I can't, but it doesn't matter. It's their character, it's their talent, is that we are a group of winners. We imagine nobody is comfortable in a halftime losing the game, even if it's 1-0. We are not comfortable sometimes when we are leading, imagine in a 3-0 situation, but I think the group was mature at that time to accept that it's real. It's 3-0 down, but still we have 45 minutes to play. And I think we managed to create, like I said, we have 30 shots. The opponent has 3 shots on target today, 3 shots, 3 goals. This is a scoring game. We were not accurate, they were. So let's not dramatize and move to the next one.
Coach Vela here from CBC. Hard luck with the result. Do you, I know it's easy, maybe when you ask to look from the position of hindsight, but do you also look at how you started and also realize the importance of also having to give other players a chance to start like you did today?
What is the question?
Yeah, so the question is, do you stand by your decision to give other players who are not necessarily regulars a chance to start today?
You mean Karim, for example, or
Yeah,
Rasebotja?
Rasebotja, yeah.
Who else?
That you started them. That
Yeah,
they don't normally start.
So you want to make a straight relation between the result and Rasebotja and Karim?
No,
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
So
I'm saying the importance of giving other players a chance to start.
we have a big squad full of talent. Sometimes those players are coming in games that we manage to get the result, and then nobody gets the attention on that, only when the result is not coming, like today. So today we are all responsible of not being in the next round. The coach, the players, the senior players, more than the other ones. So we have to share that responsibility together. We coaches, we used to sit here and said, I'm the main responsible, and it's true. We have always the biggest responsibility when the things are not working. But I think, one more time, I think that when the game was not decided, when the game was 0-0 in those first 30 minutes of the game, I think Pirates was superior, with Rase helping us to play forward quite a lot, with Karim threatening every time he receives the ball, with more or less fortune, but he was trying badly to receive in difficult areas, and he did it. He was asking for the ball all the time, and that's what I like about them. They have the right mentality to be part of this group, and again, the same way that 2 weeks ago we were sharing and celebrating together, today we have to take this result, disappointed result, hold it together, not one individual or two, and make it ours, because it's ours. This defeat is also ours. It's more with all the respect for the opponent, that sometimes the opponent is superior and you have to accept it, and that's it. But today we create to ourselves a problem, but that we shouldn't, when we allow the opponent to be 2-0 down, 2-0 up. So we have to accept it, hold it, swallow the result, and make it useful for the future. But please don't no. I think you get my point.
We'll
Thank
take the final 3 questions.
Coach, here from Magesi Times. You obviously threw the kitchen sink at Magesi with a lot of attacking changes, put 2 up top. But obviously at halftime there was an interesting change of Saleh for teenager Nkota. Just why did you make that change? And were you happy with the response you got from the team overall?
I think Mohau came in a difficult moment, in a moment of responsibility, and he answered in the right way. If we decide to go with Mohau in the second half, is obviously because we know him very well. We know the moment where he's going through. He's in a really good space. He's pushing hard to get minutes and compete for getting minutes in a team like ours. And I think immediately came and generate problems to the opponent. 1 shot on target. I think inside the first 3-4 minutes he was on the field. He's a tricky player to defend, even today, where Magesi was, well, reducing the spaces there close to the box, defending very, very low. But yeah, Muhau is a player that is growing fast, is like I said, really is one of the players that is really competing to be on the field, and that's why, in this case, the coach decides to give him the responsibility in a moment that was not the nicest one to come in, but I think he answered in a good way, the same way that he did it when he came against Richards Bay in Durban with a 0-0, and he contributed to get the 3 points. So it's one of the new faces coming little by little to the team, and we need to create that real depth in the squad, not only because you all know that they are there, but you don't see them in the game. So today I think was an important game for Muhau, for Rasebotja, for Karim as well to come to the team little by little.
Good luck on the result, coach. My name is Marcel from South Africa. Just on the performance of Rasebotja, in those opening stages, he looked the busiest, one of the busiest of players on the back, getting stuck in and linking up defense and attack, making those passes and those runs until he got that yellow card. Do you think the yellow affected him, that you ended up substituting him in this lineup?
No, maybe I was more affected than the player, probably, by the yellow card to not, the second half we proposed shooting there, almost, like a side-to-side game without, we are 3-0 down, so there's no time to be cautious, and we knew we were going to be exposed in the center in transitions as well, having a lot of, I think we had overall the 90 minutes, I think it was a 72% of possession, probably higher in the second half than that 72, so finishing the game with 10 players probably will finish all the probabilities to come back for us. So that's why, but I didn't see Rasebotja uncomfortable because of the circle. I think he did a good job overall.
Final question, Mr. Sazhata. On the note, I think we've reached the conclusion of our press conference. Thank you for your time. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.